Hello children, today we will start a new topic. Matrices is a plural of the word matrix. What it is, just let me give you an introduction of the topic. It's a very new topic for you but very interesting topic. Suppose some survey is done with standard 10 children. Okay, I am considering here 2 classes and the opinion is taken that how many students like to study online, how many are interested in physical school to be started, and how many are neutral, that either way they are happy or either way maybe not happy. Okay, so suppose from one section, say 10A, there were say 20 students who thought online classes are good. Okay, 8 thought that physical school would be better, and say some 4 children were there who were neutral. They did not have any opinion about that. Either way is okay for them. And in another section, suppose there were 18 who wanted online classes. Okay. Then suppose 12 were there who wanted the regular school to be started, and 2 students found neutral. Okay. Now this is some information. If I select this information and put it into this format, say 28, 4, 18, 12, 2, and put it in brackets in this way, then this is called a matrix. It will be given a name always by a capital letter, say A. So this is matrix A, which does represent some piece of information. So what is it? It is just a set of numbers which are arranged in rows. How many rows are there? First row consisting of the numbers 20, 8 and 4. Second row 18, 12 and 2. And columns. First column, second column, third column. So what is a matrix? It is a set of numbers arranged in rows and columns, and which gives a rectangular arrangement. So what is a matrix? That is clear, I hope, right? Now I repeat, it will be always put into this format only using the brackets, okay, in the form of rows and columns, horizontal rows, vertical columns. So how many rows are there in this matrix? R1, R2. How many rows? 2. How many columns are there? C1, C2, C3. Okay. And this, what is the position of this number? This is row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 2. R1, C2, R1, C3. What will be the position of this? R2, C3. Like that way you can denote. Okay. And also all these numbers are called the elements of matrix E. Will this you are clear? Now let's move to the very important part. What is meant by order of this matrix? Order of this matrix is always number of rows followed by number of columns, and in this corner, right hand side corner, we write. So what is the order of this matrix? How many rows it has? 2. How many columns it has? 3. What is the order of matrix A? 2 by 3. If you multiply 2 by 3, answer is 6. How many elements are there in this matrix? There are 6 elements in this matrix. Is that part clear to every one of you? See, order is very important here. Suppose in place of, if you say the order is 3 by 2, then the matrix will change. 3 by 2 means what will happen? Suppose I take another matrix, say B. When I say the order is 3 by 2, I will have 3 rows, say A, and how many columns? 2. So A, B, C, D, E, F are some 6. A number of elements, though it is 6, that you can see the structure is totally changed. And now the order of this matrix will be what? 3 by 2. Order, very important. By that sometimes you have to frame the matrices yourself as well. So please remember, number of rows by columns, number of rows by column. Right? Now let's go for types of matrices. First type, I will take a row matrix. As by name only it is clear. What is a row matrix? Details and all you can study from your textbook. I am giving you just the explanation. A row matrix will be a matrix which will have only one row. So suppose matrix A is there, which is a row matrix. How would you write it as? Say 1, 2, 3. Clear? A single row. It is made up of a single row. And but how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3. Can you guess what will be the order of this matrix? Yes, number of rows, that is 1, multiplied by number of columns, that is 1 by 3. So what do you understand? Always whenever we talk about a row matrix, there will be only one row. The order will be 1 by n. N will be the number of columns which may change. Secondly, then as we can write a row matrix, same way we can write a column matrix as well. So what will be a column matrix? Any matrix which has got the elements only in one column. Say M, N, O. So only one column is there. Any number of rows are possible here. So what will be the order of this matrix? How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3. How many columns? 1. 3 by 1. So in general what it will be? R by 1. This will be what? 1 by C. Where C is columns, here R is number of rows. So row matrix, column matrix. I suppose it is clear to you all. Third type we will go for is a rectangular matrix. What is a rectangular matrix? A rectangular matrix is a matrix in which the number of rows and if they are the same, then you know what will happen. It will become a square matrix. So if I am writing say any number of rows here, say 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, then here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These elements are just to explain you. They do not have any significance right now. Just to understand the types and order. That is the only concern I have here. So here what will be the order of this matrix? 1, 3, 4. How many rows are there? 4. How many columns are there? 3. So order of this matrix is what? 4 by 3. And what kind of arrangement? It is a rectangular arrangement, as number of rows and columns are different. You can check again. 4 3s are 12 elements are found in this matrix. You can also understand, earlier I have explained a row matrix, a column matrix. The simple example earlier which I have given, these two also, they all are type of rectangular matrices. Okay, this is also why, because the number of rows and columns are not same, so they are all obviously rectangular matrix. Then I will go for the fourth type. What is a square matrix? Square matrix, as I mentioned just now, in which the number of rows are equal to the number of columns. That is the care you have to take. So suppose D is some square matrix with the elements say A, B, C and D. So what is the observation here? What is the order of this matrix? 2 by 2. How many rows are there? 2. How many columns are there? 2. So what is a square matrix? In which the number of rows are equal to number of columns. So I suppose what is a matrix? What is the order of a matrix? What are elements of the matrix? How do we represent them? By the capital letters only. And what are the square and rectangular matrices? That is clear to all of you. Now another type of matrix, important matrix, we will see. What is a null matrix? Null matrix is a matrix in which all elements are simply 0. So suppose I have got some matrix, say n, okay, such that its all elements are 0. So this matrix is a special matrix, null matrix. What is its order? Again you can check and tell me. 3 by 2. I can also have a matrix, say M. This is also null matrix. What we are seeing? We are seeing the elements. All elements should be 0. What is the order? Can you guess? How many rows? 1. How many columns? 2. So 1 by 2. Okay. Then I come to the very important part. What is a unit or identity matrix? That let us see. Unit, or we also call it as null matrix, is also known as zero matrix, remember. And it should be always a rectangular arrangement. So that is why a single element 0 cannot be a matrix. Okay. So unit or identity matrix. Unit or identity matrix, you have to have a square matrix. Imagine of a square matrix. Identity matrix is denoted by I. That is what you have to remember, and identity matrix is always a square matrix. Now imagine of a square matrix in which say elements are like this way. I will explain you two concepts here. Just wait. What is the order of this square matrix? It is 3 by 3. 3 rows and 3 columns. Now what you are seeing here, what you have to observe here is that the diagonal part of this matrix, which starts with the very first element and ends at the very last element, this diagonal is called the leading diagonal of a matrix. Now if it happens that all the elements of the leading diagonal are 1 and rest all elements are 0. Have you understood the arrangement? Only these leading diagonal elements are nothing else but 1 and all remaining all elements are 0. This square matrix is known as unit matrix or identity matrix, which is denoted by I. So if I am asking you, write an identity matrix or unit matrix I of order say 2 by 2. Square matrix it will be always, okay. So how will I be writing? I is equal to first element, last element, okay. This leading diagonal is what? Unity, rest elements are 0. So this is the identity matrix of order 2 by 2. This is of 3 by 3, and like that way you can frame the matrices. Till that I think so you all are very clear. Very interesting new part it is. You have never studied, but they are very interesting things these are, okay. Now let us see what is meant by transpose of a matrix, of a given matrix. Suppose we have got matrix A. This is the arrangement of elements in that. Can you tell me what is the order of this matrix? You will count rows. How many rows are there? 2. How many columns are there? 3. So this is a matrix of order 2 by 3. Okay. Now what are the elements in the row here? In the first row the elements are A, B, C. In the second row the elements are D, E, F. Okay. If I do that, all the elements of row I write into the form of columns. So ultimately columns will become rows. Then that type of matrix called obtained will be called transpose of the given matrix, which is written as transpose of A transpose, or it can also be written as A dash. And how I'll write the transpose of the given matrix A is or A dash, I will make this is the first row, I'll make it a first column. So ABC, which is in row in the original matrix, will become a column in the transpose. Take the second row D, E, F. That also I'll make as a column D, E, F. Got it? So where in rows elements were ABC, here in the first column elements are ABC. D, E, F is the second column here. And if you go for the column, first column was AD, now your first row is AD. Simple, have you understood? Simply just making the rows and columns automatically gets converted into the form of rows. And what will be the order of this matrix? Yes, how many rows are there now here? 3 by 2. So what is the transpose of matrix? A matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of a given matrix, okay, denoted by A dash or AT. If the order of the original matrix is 2 by 3, it is understood that the order of the transpose of the matrix will become 3 by 2. Simple to understand. Then if you take the transpose of a square matrix, the order will not change, but the elements surely will change. I'll give you one example here. Suppose matrix D is a square matrix whose elements are A, B, C, D. First row AB, second row CD. So when I take the transpose of this matrix, how I am doing? See, no confusion at all. First row AB becomes first column. Second row becomes the second column. So here the order has not changed. It will remain 2 by 2 because this is a square matrix. But you see the rows are changing with columns. Here the first row is AB, whereas here is the first row is AC, which was the column in the original matrix. So transpose of matrix is clear to you all. Next concept is equal matrices. What will be the two matrices which are equal? Obviously it should be given to us that two matrices are equal. Suppose I have got two matrices. A is say A, B, C, D, and matrix B is say P, Q, R, S. If I am given that matrix A is equal to matrix B, what does it mean? I will make these two matrices equal to but what is the significance of that? The significance is this, that corresponding elements of these two matrices will be equal. So what do we mean by corresponding elements? C. The position of element A is first row, first column. Position of P is first row, first column. So A corresponds to P. Where is C? Second row, first column. Where is R? Second row, first column. So C corresponds to R. So needless to tell, B corresponds to Q and D corresponds to R. If the two matrices are equal, the corresponding elements become equal to each other. So if these two matrices are equal, what will be our conclusion here, children? A will be equal to B, B equals Q, C equals R, and D equals S. No confusion at all? Yeah. So one more thing you must have understood. If two matrices are equal, 101% their orders will also be the same. Orders will be same, then only the number of elements will be same, na? And you will have the the elements to compare. So two matrices can be equal only when their orders are same. Okay. Even if the number of elements are 2 by 3 and 3 by 2, the number of elements will be same, but we cannot make them equal because corresponding elements will not be equal. So equal matrices concept, I hope, is clear to you all. Now next part we shall be studying how to add and subtract the two matrices. There also the addition subtraction takes place into the in between the corresponding elements only. Okay, let's see that. बरंच बोलले का रे मी? एक व्हिडिओ होऊन जाईल ना? मला असं वाटतं मी त्याला बंद